Let's go into the vault. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of the vault because one day we'll be in charge. In the vault, we have the paintings. When I say we have paintings, we have paintings. Most of them are in the back. But I'm trying to clean up. That's what my mission is lately, to clean up. And but today is textile day, and I thought I remembered another Navajo rug or blanket in here. It had the really most beautiful colors I'd ever seen, and I bought it. And I didn't know anything about it, so I've had it for many, I don't know how many years I've had it. This is it. Let's take it, because now after doing a little research on the last Navajo blanket that I just found, maybe we know more about this piece. So let's compare, because I think there are some similarities here, if I remember right. Matter of fact, this may not even be a blanket or a rug. I do remember it being damaged, though. I did not have to pay much for this piece because it was this is the one that was damaged. But the colors, the colors were so damn beautiful. To me, they're almost like natural colors. See, now people don't realize with the Navajo, I'm not exactly sure what year it was. It was like 18, give or take, around 1850, 1860. Somebody in England figured out a way to do synthetic red, a chemical type of red dye. But so that's how we date, or that's how I'm not an expert, but that's how the experts date the Navajo red. Anything before like 1850s, and we're doing ballpark numbers here. Before that guy from England created the chemical red, they had to use natural dyes. So if this baby is from before 1850, then that would be natural dye. If it's after 1860, then it could be a dye, or actually then the Navajo would buy the yarn from the Mexicans and Spaniards, and they would unwound it, and then the Navajo would then redo it in their blanket. It's kind of complicated. But this is thicker. I'm thinking this might be a saddle blanket. Okay, now we got some damage here, but you can see how, with the damage here, you can see how it works, the looms. The Navajo looms go up and down. And let's get the, what's this thing measure? And you can see how they just wove that red yarn through there. It's amazing. I mean, I guess if I had to guess, I would say that this is like the after 1860. But I mean, how do I know? If it's after 1860, then this red would be the red yarn that the Navajo had to trade from the Mexicans and the Spaniards at the wherever they did the trading. Okay, so it's about 53, 54 inches long. Reason why I'm sure, look at the similarities. It's the chinlay pattern. It's not actually like I think they now. I've heard this called a diamond, and I've heard it called a crystal, but I've also heard it now. I've heard it called a chinlay star. So that's the diamond, crystal, or star. What the body piece is, I don't really exactly know what they call the body piece, but I do know, I think the body piece stands for the universe that the Navajo came from. But I do just want to compare see the red. Now there is an area. Let's talk about the area where this rug might have come from. Let's see if I can pronounce it right. Cladito. Anyhow, there's an area that's called Cladito, and their blankets were more muted colors. Now, there was an area close to that, and I think it was called, I don't know exactly what, the Ganado. Okay. The Ganado area, the Ganado area was close to the Cladito area. I'm sorry, I'm not pronouncing these words right. But I'm thinking this is from the Ganado area because the Ganado area was well known for its brilliant red. So let's assume that this saddle blanket, if it is a saddle blanket, it's 32 inches wide. So we'll find out what the standard saddle blanket is, compare the measurements. We'll find out if indeed this is a saddle blanket. And I can only assume or guess or speculate that it's from the Ganado area. And it does have the chinle pattern. So is this a Ganado saddle blanket with a chinle pattern? Hey, you and I, we're both learning together. But here they are side by side. What I will tell you is this, before I let you go, is how the feel, okay? Let's put the feel on these. This red one feels thicker and softer than the gray one, the gray with the muted colors. This one feels a little harder and it looks a little thinner. So the reason why I say that, I think this red one's older. But we're just guessing here. It's possible because the red one is softer and thicker, and I'm guessing the red one is older. What do you think? Okay, I found out some new stuff, and I think we're going to add it. Apparently, I've been informed that the Navajo saddle blankets from the 1900 to 1930. That was the golden era of saddle blankets. We're talking about this could be from the golden era. The vivid colors have stood the test of time indeed. Now here's where it gets a little complicated. The earliest blankets were made with cotton instead of wool, and they didn't hold up as well as the wool. So look at what we got here. We got a double blanket. Okay, because this is called a double saddle blanket. The standard size is around 30 to 60. This one here is 33 by 54, so I can assume that this is a double saddle blanket, a double Navajo saddle blanket. They folded them up, so this was in use. They folded it up. And it didn't really hold up over here. So here's, sadly, I'm not very good with textiles, and I don't even know the difference between cotton and wool. That's a problem, because if this is cotton, I think it's worth a lot more money than the wool. I can feel it. I can feel this wool over here, and I know the wool is harder and tougher, and I know this is softer and thicker. And I feel these little, I'm going to get it a little close up here. If there's anybody out there who thinks they can judge whether this is cotton or wool, I'm giving you your close-up right now. I'm going to put this on eBay. Unfortunately, I have to start the price pretty high. And what I'm going to do, but because of the condition, I realize it may not be worth as much because of the condition, but the colors are still so brilliant. And if it is wool, apparently the dealers cannot even keep these saddle blankets in inventory. They're that rare. The problem is, I mean, it's not a problem, but It's a problem for me because I don't know if this is Germantown. Is this from Germantown or is it from the other location we were talking about before? So I'm going to leave that up to the experts. I'm not going to fret about it or worry about it. I'm just going to put it up for a high price. I've given you what information I know, and it's thick. And there's some close-ups, so I can give you some close-ups. How about the corners? And you have to make up your own mind whether you think it's cotton or whether you think it's wool, what date you think it's from. Actually, I didn't really flip it over, huh? You gotta actually see both sides. So we'll flip it over, see what the other side looks like. And slowly go down here. Wouldn't that be something if it was cotton? Because cotton is the earliest. The colors are amazing. I think I've given you guys enough information to base your opinion on it. If you want it, go to eBay and bid on it. It's available. The eBay store is called Bravo von Mueller. You won't be able to miss it.